Welcome fellow learners to this episode of ALX Software Engineering Tutorial. In this tutorial, we will teach you how to master the use of Vim Editor in less than 1 hour. Be sure to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you will be notified when new content is published. We encourage you to share your questions, thoughts, or video topic suggestions in the comment section, as we value your feedback and enjoy engaging with our audience. Alright, let's dive into today's tutorial. Here are the targeted objectives of this tutorial. The first thing we'll be talking about is what is VI, and then we'll talk about who Billjoy is, how to start and exit VI, what is the command and insert modes and how to switch between these two modes. We'll talk about how to edit text using VI, and we'll talk about how to cut and paste lines, how to search forward and backward, how to undo, and how to quit the VI. Also, we have a bonus section attached to this tutorial, so stay tuned. What is VI? So VI is the default editor that comes with the Unix operating system, which stands for Visual Editor. It is a command line based editor, meaning it operates within a terminal or console environment rather than having a graphical user interface. Alternate editors for Unix environments include Pico and Emacs. Just like your PC, you have your notepad, which you can access by going to the start menu and typing notepad. With the notepad, you can be able to type into it and save. Similarly, we can also make use of our Microsoft Word to create or edit typed text documents. So based on this, the Unix VI editor is a full screen editor and it has two modes of operation. The first mode is called the command mode and the second mode is called the insert mode. The command mode, which causes actions to be taken on the file, and the insert mode, in which typed text is inserted into the file. When you open the VI editor, you can't just start typing directly into the VI. You have to switch between mode, that is insert mode, that you want to type into the VI editor, or command mode, that is you want to give instruction on what to do on what you have typed. The VI editor has an area where you can enter commands to give instruction to the VI. So the VI editor is known for its powerful and efficient text editing capabilities, making it a favorite tool for programmers, system administrators, and anyone working extensively with text files. It is lightweight, fast, and available on most Unix-like systems, including Linux and Mac OS. So who is Billjoy? Billjoy is a renowned American computer scientist and one of the co-founders of Sun Microsystems, a pioneering company in the computer industry. One of Joy's most famous creations is the VI text editor, which he developed in 1976 while working on Berkeley software distribution Unix. Starting and exiting VI can be a bit different from traditional text editors due to its modes of operation. Just like your notepad, all you just have to do is double click on the icon for it to open. But in VI, the case is different. So let's talk about starting VI first. First of all, we have to open our terminal. For those of us who are ALX software engineering students, all we have to do is to open our sandbox and open the terminal via our sandbox. Once we are in our terminal, all we have to do is type VI or Vim and press enter. Once we do that, our VI or our Vim will automatically open. Also, we can open VI such that it creates a new file or edit an existing one by typing the following command. So we can type VI, the file name, and then hit enter. Once we hit enter, it automatically opens the file name. So you can see I have file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, and I have 3 other folders and lorem file as well as test file.c. So I'm going to VI lorem file. So I'm going to VI lorem file. So what this does is that it is going to open the file lorem using the VI editor, and we can be able to view what the content of that lorem file is, as well as edit whatever is contained in it. Alright, so I'm going to hit my enter on the keyboard. You can see that the lorem file has been opened and we have access to everything contained in this file. All right, so what if I do vi and then I write the name of a file that is not contained in this particular directory? So let's say I did vi and then I said new file and then hit enter. You see vi automatically opens that particular file as an empty file, of which if I type anything inside and then I save it, you find out that that new file has been created inside my directory here. So if I vi that new file again, the vi editor automatically opens it and it recognizes that this file was created and would not create the file again. Instead, it will open the file and give me access to editing that particular file again. So it is important to note that when you replace file name with the name of the file you want to create or edit, if the file exists, vi will open it for editing. If the file doesn't exist, vi will create a new file with that name. The next thing we are going to be talking about is command and insert modes and how to switch between them. Remember I said earlier on that vi has two modes, and those two modes are the command mode and the insert mode. vi will open in command mode, which is the default mode for navigation and commands. Now let me explain that further. So opening our terminal now, I was saying that when we vi into lorem, it opens the lorem file. But if you check very well, you find out that whatever I'm typing is not appearing. I'm trying to type something now. You find out that it's appearing at the bottom part of the screen. It's not actually appearing inside the file itself. I can't modify the content of this file. Why? Because I am currently on command mode. On command mode, whatever I'm typing means I am sending instruction to vi, or I'm sending a command to vi on what to do to this particular file. But in order for me to modify this file, I have to change my mode. I have to switch mode into insert mode. And for me to switch mode to insert mode, I will hit the I button on my keyboard. Once I hit that now, you find out that the vi automatically switched into insert mode. Now I'm on insert mode. You see the cursor blinking on line 1 up there, and I can be able to add whatever I want to. Okay, I can add whatever text I wish to. I can move down using my arrow key. All right or left. I can move anywhere I want to in this file. So let's say I went to line 8. Where does it come from? And I can say it came from nowhere. All right, so you can see I can be able to modify this particular file, but now I'm typing whatever I'm typing. I can't type it inside the command area down here in the vi editor screen. In order for me to switch from this insert mode into the command mode, I have to press escape. So pressing the escape key on my keyboard, I can now switch into the command mode. You see, I am now typing at the bottom part of the screen, and I can't type inside the file. So for me to type inside the file, I have to switch from command mode to insert mode by pressing I. So once I press I, you see it switches to insert mode. So how to exit vi? In order for us to exit, we have to make sure that we are on our command mode by pressing the escape key. Whether you are in insert mode or command mode, irrespective of what mode you are, just press the escape key and you'll be on command mode. If you're on command mode, you'll still be on command mode. If you're in insert mode, you go back to command mode. So I'm going to open the file 1 file using vi, and you see that this file is empty. So I'm going to edit by entering the insert mode, and then I'll say I'll say this was an empty file. Okay, go back to command mode by tapping escape, then column WQ, which is save and quit or write and quit, and then I'll hit enter. You see it has saved it, and it has closed the vi. So let us still look at that file 1 to see the content of file 1 and see if it actually saves. So vi file 1, I see this was an empty file, it's still there. Okay, so let's say for instance I made a change. I'm going to enter insert mode and then I'll say I added a new line. Okay, so now I've added a new line. I want to quit this particular file without saving this. I don't want this change that I've made to be saved. So all I will have to do is to just hit the column key on my keyboard with Q and then force close without saving. So that's what the quotation sign means. So once I hit enter, you find out that once I go back to that file one again, you see that that particular change I made was not saved. Then another shortcut way of saving and quitting. So another change is made. So the shortcut way of saving and quitting, instead of using column WQ, I can just hit column X and then hit enter. So let's go back to that file again, vi file 1, file 1. You see another change is made. So you see that particular change we made was saved. Okay, so the next thing is how to edit text. After making sure you are on the insert mode, the following are the various ways to edit text using VI. The first one there is inserting text. How do we insert text? So in order for us to insert text, all we have to do, let's say for instance, let's look at what files we have here. Let's say for instance we want to work on the lorem file. So once the lorem file opens, all we have to do is to switch our mode into insert mode and then start typing. So if I move the cursor using my arrow key on my keyboard up down and I go to line 4, I can just start typing anything. So I can just start typing now on my keyboard. Alright, so you see, can just start that. That's just how we edit, and then once you're done, escape to switch mode into command mode. The next thing is deleting text. So on command mode, we have to press X to delete, and then the character under the cursor would be removed. For us to delete an entire line, we'll press D twice, that is DD. Then to delete multiple lines, we can specify the number of lines to delete. Example, we write 3D to delete 3 lines, or we write 4D to delete 4 lines. So let's see how that works on the terminal. So we are currently on this line 4, alright, and I want to remove a particular character. Let's say I want to delete W. I can just hit X on my keyboard and you see that W is out. Okay, I can hit X again, it will just remove H. Let's say I want to remove letter N on this word now here. So if I hit X on my keyboard, you see that N disappears. Alright, but what if I want to delete the entire line? In order for me to delete the entire line, all I have to do is tap D on my keyboard twice. So DD, and the entire line is out. Okay, if I want to delete this line 4 again, the next line, I can just hit DD and that whole line is out. If I want to remove 3 lines, so let's say I'm on line 3, I want to remove line 3, line 4 and line 5. While on command mode, I can type 3DD and the 3 lines will be out. Alright, so that is it. If I want to remove 2 lines, let's say I want to remove line 5 and line 6, I can just do 2DD and the 2 lines are out. Replacing text. In order for us to replace text, we'll press arrow followed by the replacement character to replace the character under the cursor with the new one. What that means is that, let's say for instance, the cursor is just under W here, that's letter W. I want to change letter W to letter T. All I just need to do is, on command mode, I'll press arrow, which automatically tells VI editor that I want to replace W with a letter. So after I hit arrow, then I'll now type the letter I want to replace it with. It automatically changes that W to T. Let's say I want to change G here to capital G. I'll just hit arrow, which is replace, and then I'll replace it with capital G by typing capital G. It automatically changes that particular letter to the letter I type in after arrow. The next we are going to talk about is substituting text. For us to substitute text, we would enter the command column S / the old text / the new text to substitute the first occurrence of old text with the new one on the current line. Then, in order for us to substitute all occurrences of the old text with the new text on the current line, we would use column S / old text / the new text / G. Then in order for us to substitute all the occurrences of the old text with the new text in the entire file, we would now press %S / old text / new text and / G. Now let's look at how this works in our terminal. So back to this our Lorem file. Okay, so let's say we want to replace can in line 6. For us to do that, we have to be on command mode first, and then we'll press column S / what is the text we want to replace, that's can, and then / what do we want to replace can with. We want to replace it with want, and then we hit enter. What will happen is that the VI editor would look for where the first occurrence of can is in that particular line where we want to do the editing, and then it will replace it with want. Now look at line 6 and see what happens to can. You see, can has automatically changed to want. Alright, look at line 2. We want to change ipsum to never. For us to be able to do that, we have to enter the command mode and then type column S / ipsum / what we want to replace it with. We want to replace it with can't. Alright, so what this particular command does is that it will replace the first occurrence of ipsum. If you look here, you see that ipsum occurred here first time, ipsum also occurred here the second time. So what this would do is that it will replace only the first occurrence of ipsum to can't. So I'll hit my enter now and you see the change. You see that the first occurrence of ipsum has changed to can't, while the second occurrence of ipsum didn't change. Alright, so let's change can't back to ipsum. S / can't and changing it to ipsum. You can see that the can't has now been changed to ipsum. Alright, so what if we want to change all the occurrences of ipsum on this one line? So we want to change everywhere that we have ipsum in this particular line. All we have to do is in the command area of the VI editor, we have to put column S / what we want to change / what we want to change it to, and then / G. Alright, once you type this, it will change all the occurrences of ipsum in that line to can't. So you see the first ipsum changed to can't and the second ipsum changed to can't. Alright, what if we want to also change all the ipsum in the entire file? So what we'll do is we'll put in the column and then we'll write %S and then /, then we'll write ipsum and then / we change it to can't and then hit enter. You see, everywhere that we had ipsum we change to can't. Alright, so that is it. So joining lines. In order for us to join lines, all we have to do is to press the capital J on our keyboard. What this does is that it will join the current line with the line below it. So let's look at that on our terminal. So we have line 5 here. So let's say I want to add something to line 5. Say this is line 5. Right, and then there can I get some, then I add this is line 6. Okay, I want to join line 5 and line 6 together. So all I'll do, I'll first of all go to my command mode by hitting escape on my keyboard, and then I'll press capital J, that is shift J. You see, it has automatically joined together. By the way, if you are enjoying this video and found it helpful, please leave a like on this video and a comment, as this goes a long way and helps support our channel. Now let's pick up from where we left off. Next thing we'll be talking about is how to cut and paste. So in VI, copying is also referred to as yank. So for us to copy, on command mode we'll press Y twice, that's YY to yank or copy the current line. Then we'll press P to paste the copied line below the current line. So let's see how that works on the terminal. So going to our terminal right now, we can be able to copy line 1. All right, so this is line 1. For us to copy, all we have to do is, first of all, we'll make sure we are on the command mode by hitting escape, and then we'll press YY. That has automatically copied that particular line. Okay, so for us to paste, we'll just press P. So P, paste that line 1 below line 1. You see, if I go to line 4 and I hit P, you see it automatically pastes what I copied from line 1 into the line below line 4, which is line 5, right? So that is how we copy and paste. Now, in order for us to cut, all we just have to do is to delete the previous line which we copied. So let's say, for instance, I want to delete line 1. All I need to do is just to hit the D and then hit the D again, and whatever that is there is out. All right, so that is it on that. So how to search forward and backward? In order for us to search forward and backward, we will need to first of all press / followed by the search term and enter to search for a specific word or phrase. And then we'll press N to find the next occurrence of the search term, or capital N for backward. So let's see how that works on our VI. Okay, remember we actually replaced ipsum with can't. So now I want to search for can't in this particular file. So all I'll do is enter command mode and I'll type / and then can't. Okay, so once I do that, I hit enter, you see the cursor automatically goes to where can't is. So if I want to search for the next occurrence of can't inside this file, all I need to do is just hit small letter N and it will show me the next occurrence of can't. You see the cursor blinking on the next place where we have can't. I'll press the N again, it will go to the next occurrence of can't. You see it blinking there, and I'll press N again, it will go to the next occurrence. What if I want to go backwards? All I need to do is shift N, which is capital N, and it will go back. All right, so that's it. The next thing we are going to talk about is how to undo and redo stuff in our VI. To undo, we have to press U to undo the last action, and then we'll press Ctrl R to redo an undone action. So let's say I added random stuff to line 3, line 4, and line 5, and I noticed that I wasn't supposed to do that. All I need to do is just to enter command mode and then press U. U will undo everything that I have done. But what if I'm not supposed to undo? All I just need to do is Ctrl arrow to redo what I undo. Okay, so that's it. All right, so here we are, our bonus section. Today's tutorial bonus section contains the command that would require us to move the cursor to the start of the line and also move the cursor to the end of the line. In order for us to move to the start of any line that we currently are, all we have to do is hit the 0 key on our keyboard. We need to take the cursor to the beginning of that line, and then if we hit the $sign, it will take the cursor to the end of that line. So let's see how that works on our terminal. So I am currently on line 6. All right, on line 6. Okay, so I'm somewhere in the middle of line 6 and I need to go to the beginning of line 6. All I need to do is hit 0. You see, I'm at the beginning, and for me to go to the end, all I need to do is $, which is C#4 on my keyboard. So that is it on this tutorial. Now you've learned these VI commands, we've decided to give you some assignment questions to help you cement all of the topics being taught in this tutorial. Please rewatch the video as guide for the assignment questions if you experience any challenge. You can drop your questions in the comment section as well, and we will be happy to answer them all. Remember to smash the like button. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in our next exciting video.